Andrew, thanks so much. Well, one of the things that's happened here in London today is a huge change to the way the road system works. It all happened first thing this morning. It was one of the conditions of being an Olympic host city is this requirement to provide traffic-free routes for athletes and officials to get around. So what there is now is a 175-mile or over 280-kilometre Olympic route network in place. It connects all of the main venues. It's been quite controversial here in London because around 30 miles or 48 kilometres is a designated games lane, open only to athletes, VIPs and accredited media. If you stray into a games lane, it's going to cost you £130. That's just over $200, so quite a hefty fine there. I'm joined now by Geoffrey Riesel, Chairman and CEO of London-based cab company Radio Taxis Group. So, Geoffrey, what do you think about all of these games lanes?
Well, we knew from the outset when London won the Games that this was going to happen. They've done this in every set of games since Atlanta. And we've been talking to the London Organising Committee, LOCOG, and we've also been talking to Transport for London for a number of years. Most of the trade organisations have been speaking to them, and they have made concessions. I don't think the industry got everything it wanted, but they've made concessions about being able to turn into it, across it, and use small parts of it.
Do you think people are clear when they're driving, though, what the rules are? I mean, I was on the road this morning and there was an Olympic lane, and I could see people indicating, you know, drifting across lanes, not really sure what to do.
Well, I think, I mean, they're marked out quite clearly. I think there's some confusion because some bus lanes weren't changed, and consequently people arrived having one lane which was a games lane, another lane which was a priority bus lane. But of course, if you have a games lane, now that they're operating, the bus lane does not operate, so you can go into it.
There does seem to be a little bit of grumbling around London, but on the whole, would you say people in your industry, in the travel industry, are quite positive? Because there's money to be made here, there's an opportunity, there's millions of people in the city.
Well, hopefully. It's not quite kicked off yet. We're all hoping that it does. Certainly we hope so for our industry, the taxi industry. There's no doubt about it that most of the people in the industry, and most of Londoners actually, are beginning to get behind the Games, and the world is watching us, so we're very keen actually to show everybody what a fantastic place London is.
Yeah, are cabbies doing anything special, learning any new phrases, getting some Olympic facts behind them?
Well, the thing I would say, if you talk about cabbies, is that because they've got the most encyclopedic knowledge of any taxi drivers in the world, if you get in a cab, if they get stuck in traffic, they can get you out better than anybody. They don't need a sat-nav.
And they can keep you entertained at the same time, because a London cab driver's always got a good story to tell.
Absolutely, usually they do.
Okay, Geoffrey, thanks very much for joining us.